biggest mind game the system ever ran on you was making you believe that building serious wealth is some kind of impossible riddle. They want you thinking it's like advanced calculus, super complicated, some mystical secret sauce only available to geniuses, lucky SOBs, or the chosen few born with silver spoons. Total BS, bro. Complete and utter garbage. It's not rocket science. It's basic addition and subtraction. It's so brutally, disgustingly, offensively simple that when you finally see it, you're gonna wanna punch yourself in the face for not getting it sooner. The real reason you're broke AF right now, and I mean genuinely struggling, paycheck to paycheck, stressing about bills, it's not because you're stupid. You're not dumb. It's not because the economy is totally screwed or rigged against the little guy, even though people love that excuse. Nah, the truth is way darker and way more uncomfortable. It's because you're operating under a moral code, a set of rules about what's right and wrong that was specifically designed, engineered from the ground up to keep your ass poor and desperate. You're out here playing checkers in the kiddie pool, while the wealthy elite are playing full-scale warfare for blood. You're not even playing the same game, dog. Niccolò Machiavelli, yeah, that dude who literally wrote the playbook on grabbing power and never letting it go about 500 years ago, he figured this whole thing out way back in the day. No cap. He looked at the entire world, stripped away all the feel-good fairy tale nonsense, all the good things come to those who wait BS, and saw one crystal clear, undeniable truth that cuts through everything like a hot knife through butter. The universe doesn't give a single damn about rewarding the good people. It doesn't care about your moral superiority. It doesn't hand out participation trophies for being nice. It rewards the effective. Period. End of story. You're struggling, grinding, barely making it because you're out here trying to be a good little employee, a responsible saver, a model citizen who follows all the rules. You're sitting there waiting for the world to notice your suffering and hand you a gold star, a pat on the back, some kind of reward for all your pain and sacrifice. But here's the cold, hard truth that's gonna sting. The world doesn't give a rat's ass about your suffering. It doesn't care how hard you're working or how much you're sacrificing. The only thing it respects, the only currency that actually matters, is leverage, power, influence. That's it. I'm about to show you the actual operating system that the wealthy run on, the real code behind their success. And I gotta warn you right now, it's not polite. It's not politically correct. It's not fair, but it works like a machine if you're easily offended. If you need your safe space and your comfort blanket, click away right now. Seriously, bounce. Go back to scrolling TikTok and living in the comfortable lie. But if you genuinely want to understand why money always seems to flow away from you like water through your fingers and toward them like they're magnets, then buckle up and stay put. We're about to completely dismantle the illusion. We're gonna tear down the whole house of cards. By the time you finish this, you're gonna possess the psychological keys, the actual mental frameworks to unlock the resource that controls this entire planet. You're gonna understand exactly how to position yourself so that money flows to you as a natural consequence of your existence, not as some kind of reward for grinding yourself into dust, not as payment for your exhaustion. But to get there, to reach that level, you gotta be willing to absolutely murder the version of yourself that desperately seeks approval from others. You gotta kill that people pleaser inside you. Machiavelli said something brilliant. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. Think about that. The system has been deceiving you your whole life, feeding you lies about how the world works. Today, we're flipping the script. We're turning the tables. But first, before we can build you up, we gotta absolutely destroy the foundation of your poverty. We gotta burn it to the ground. Law 1. The economy of pain. Stop trying to follow your passion. Just stop. I know that's not what the Instagram influencers and motivational speakers tell you. I know it sounds harsh. But passion? Passion is a hobby, bro. Passion is for Saturday mornings and your free time on the weekends. If you actually want real wealth, serious money that changes your life, you gotta follow the pain instead. You gotta chase where people are hurting. Machiavelli knew that a prince doesn't secure power by doing whatever makes him feel warm and fuzzy inside. He doesn't build an empire by following his bliss. He secures power by solving the absolute chaos and disasters that terrify his subjects, that keep them up at night. Money, real money, is nothing more than a certificate, a receipt for solved problems. The bigger and nastier the problem, the bigger the check you get for solving it. The more painful and urgent the problem, the more desperate the buyer becomes. Simple as that. Look at your current life right now. Take a hard look. You're probably getting paid for your time, right? You clock in at some job, you perform whatever tasks they tell you to do, you clock out. Rinse and repeat. This is literally the behavior of a peasant in the Machiavellian court, bro. You're trading your finite life force, your limited hours on this planet, for a fixed rate. It's the worst trade in human history. It's a guaranteed losing game. The wealthy don't trade time for money. They trade solutions to pain for money. Huge difference. Think about it for a second. Why does a heart surgeon pulling down $500K a year make way more than somebody cleaning floors? Is the surgeon working harder? Not necessarily. It's because the pain of a dirty floor is just an annoyance. It's mildly uncomfortable. But the pain of a stopped heart? That's death. That's game over. If you're broke right now, if you're struggling to make ends meet, it's because the problems you're solving are too small, too easy, or way too common. You're solving problems that literally anyone with a pulse can solve. Therefore, you're completely replaceable, interchangeable. And if you're replaceable, you've got zero leverage. None. Machiavelli gave this killer advice. Make yourself necessary to someone. Don't make them love you. Make them need you. Love is fickle, bro. It changes with the weather. Need is binding. Need is chains. If your boss loves you, likes you as a person, thinks you're cool, great. He can still fire your ass when the budget gets tight and the layoffs start. But if your boss needs you because you hold the keys to the clients, the code, the revenue stream, the secret sauce that keeps everything running, he can't touch you. In fact, he's got to pay you whatever the hell you ask for because he's got no choice. Ask yourself right this second, what pain do I actually alleviate? What problem am I solving? If your honest answer is something like, I answer emails, or I drive a truck, or I do data entry, you're in serious danger, my friend. You're competing with millions of other people who can do the exact same thing, and soon you're going to be competing with AI and machines that can do it better, faster, and cheaper. You got to find a pain point that's expensive, urgent, and specific. Then, you got to position yourself as the only aspirin in the entire pharmacy. The only cure. This is dead simple when you break it down. Identify where people are bleeding, financially, emotionally, physically, professionally, wherever they're in serious pain. Stand right there in that spot. Offer the tourniquet, the bandage, the solution. Don't ask for money like you're begging. Charge for the relief you're providing. Getting rich becomes simple when you realize you're not actually selling a product or a service. You're selling the removal of suffering. You're selling peace of mind. That's what people will pay anything for. Law 2. The fox and the trap. strategic cunning. Most of you are raised on what I call the donkey doctrine, the slave mentality. Work hard, keep your head down low, carry the heavy load without complaining. Eventually, if you're a good little worker bee, the farmer will reward you with a bigger carrot, maybe a promotion, maybe a 3% raise if you're lucky. Machiavelli would literally laugh in your face at this BS. He wrote something profound. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. Read that again and let it sink in. The donkey works hard, grinding away, until it literally drops dead in the field. The fox? The fox observes the system, studies how it actually works, and finds the shortcut, the hack, the leverage point. The trap you're currently stuck in is this deeply ingrained belief that effort equals wealth, that hard work automatically translates to money. It doesn't. It never has. If effort equaled wealth, if working hard was all it took, then the construction worker busting his ass in the sun for 12 hours a day would be a billionaire, and the guy in the air-conditioned office moving capital around on his laptop would be broke. But reality shows us the complete opposite, doesn't it? Why? Because the market doesn't pay for effort. It doesn't give a damn how hard you're working or how much you're sweating. It pays for impact, results, outcomes. The donkey uses brute force, just grinding away. The fox uses leverage. And leverage, this is the key. Leverage is the art of getting more output, more results for every unit of input you put in. It's the secret mechanism behind every fortune. It's how the rich get richer while working less. There are 3 forms of Machiavellian leverage you absolutely must master if you want to escape the rat race. First, labor leverage. This means having other people work for you. Building a team. The donkey carries the stone himself, breaking his back. The fox hires 10 donkeys, manages them, and takes a percentage of every single stone they move. See the difference? Second, capital leverage. This is making money work for you instead of you working for money. The donkey saves his coins in a jar, hiding them under his mattress. The fox borrows the donkey's savings from the bank at low interest and uses it to buy the actual farm that the donkey works on. Then the donkey pays rent to the fox. Beautiful system, right? Third, and this is the most important one for you right now in 2024, code and media leverage. This is the new frontier, the golden opportunity. This script I'm writing right now, I'm writing it once, recording it once, but it's going to be watched by thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people. The work gets done one time. The payment is perpetual, ongoing, potentially forever. That's the fox mindset. If you're working a job where you must physically be present to get paid, where your income stops the second you stop showing up, you're caught in a trap. You've got zero leverage. Getting rich becomes simple, laughably simple, when you stop asking, how can I work harder? And start asking, how can I detach my income from my physical presence? How can I get paid while I sleep? You need to build a machine, bro. A system that runs without you. A business is a machine. An investment portfolio is a machine. A YouTube channel is a machine. A piece of software is a machine. An online course is a machine. The wealthy spend their early years grinding hard to build the machine so they can spend their later years just oiling it, maintaining it, collecting the profits. The poor spend their entire lives being the machine, literally becoming the cog in someone else's wheel. Which one are you? Law 3. Perception is reality. Here's a brutal truth that's probably gonna hurt your feelings, gonna sting a little bit. You're not paid what you're actually worth. You're not compensated based on your real value or your actual skills. You're paid what people think you're worth. what they perceive your value to be. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." In the game of wealth, in the game of power and money, optics aren't just some vanity metric. They're not just about looking good. They're a utility metric. They're functional. If you look cheap, if you present yourself as low value, you're going to get beaten down on price every single time. If you look desperate, hungry, needy, people will exploit that. They'll sense it like sharks smell blood in the water. If you look uncertain, unsure of yourself, people won't invest in you. They won't trust you with their money. Simple as that. Take two consultants as an example. Consultant A is a legitimate genius, brilliant mind, knows his stuff inside and out, but he shows up to meetings in a wrinkled shirt looking like he slept in it. He speaks timidly, hesitantly, without confidence. He replies to emails instantly, within minutes, because he's desperate for the work and afraid the client will go somewhere else. Consultant B is completely average, nothing special, but he's got an impeccable website that looks premium. He speaks with slow, deliberate authority, like every word matters. He's hard as hell to get a hold of, takes days to respond to emails, and he charges 10 times more than Consultant A. Who gets the contract? Who gets hired? Consultant B, every single time. Why? Because the client automatically assumes that expensive equals good. High price equals high quality. They assume that if someone's hard to access, difficult to reach, they must be in high demand, must be good at what they do. You're probably underpricing yourself right now because you're judging your value based on your internal struggle, your personal experience. You know how hard it was for you to learn the skill, how many hours you put in. Or maybe it feels easy to you now, so you think it can't be that valuable. So you charge based on your effort or what feels fair. Stop that immediately. Price is a signal to the market. When you raise your prices, you're not just making more money, you're attracting a completely different class of client. Better clients with bigger budgets. You're signaling to the market that you're a premium asset, not a commodity. Machiavelli advised princes to maintain an aura of majesty at all times, to never let the public see them stumble, beg, or look weak. Apply this to your life. Never complain about money publicly. Never look like you desperately need the deal or the sale. The strongest negotiation position you can possibly have is being genuinely willing to walk away from the table and meaning it. Humans are hierarchical animals, bro. We're biologically wired to follow and respect the high-status individual in the group. If you project high status through your discipline, your appearance, your dress, the way you articulate yourself, your boundaries, people will instinctively want to give you their resources. They want to align with power. They want to be associated with winners. But if you project weakness, if you come across as low status, they'll instinctively want to take from you. To exploit you, audit your appearance right now. And I don't just mean your clothes, though that matters. I mean your entire digital footprint, your social media presence, your speech patterns, how you communicate, your availability. Are you signaling, I am a commodity, one of many, take me or leave me? Or are you signaling, I am the prize, the best option, and you're lucky I'm even considering working with you? Wealth flows to the prize. Money chases quality and scarcity. Law 4, the ruthlessness of removal. You think you need more stuff to get rich? More ideas? More contacts? More networking events? More hours in the day? More hustle? Machiavelli would tell you that you actually need less, way less. A prince cannot rule effectively if his court is filled with parasites, jesters, and traitors, people who drain resources without adding value. He must purge them, cut them out ruthlessly. Your life right now is probably cluttered with poverty-inducing variables, things and people that are actively keeping you broke. First, the people. I'm not going to give you the cliche line you've heard 1,000 times. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with. I'm going to go way darker and more real with you. You are the victim of the tolerance you permit. Read that again. You are the victim of what you allow. If you tolerate friends who constantly complain about the economy, who blame the government, who play the victim, you will absorb their victimhood like a sponge. It'll seep into your brain. If you tolerate romantic partners or family members who crave safety and security over freedom and growth, they will anchor you to the ground like a boat anchor. They'll keep you stuck. Machiavelli was absolutely ruthless about cutting off people who didn't serve the stability and growth of the state. You must be equally ruthless about cutting off people who don't serve the stability and growth of your future. And I know what you're thinking. That sounds mean. That sounds selfish. It's not about being mean or cruel. It's about quarantine. It's about protection. Mindsets are contagious, bro. They spread like viruses. Poverty is literally a virus. It spreads through language. I can't afford it. That's too expensive. Rich people are lucky. It spreads through habits. Spending weekends escaping reality with drugs and Netflix instead of building something real. And it spreads through fear. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if people judge me? If you're the smartest, most ambitious, most driven person in your friend group, in your circle, you're in the wrong room. You're stagnating. You're not growing. Second, remove the noise. Cut the mental clutter. You're consuming hours, literal hours every single day of content that makes you angry, envious, distracted, or depressed. Social media doom scrolling, news designed to trigger you, celebrity gossip, political outrage porn. This is mental poison, toxic waste for your brain. The wealthy consume information that gives them an edge, an advantage. Market insights, skill development, strategic thinking. The poor consume information that gives them an escape from their reality, entertainment, distraction, numbing. Every single time you scroll mindlessly, you're making someone else rich. Mark Zuckerberg, some influencer, some corporation. You are the product being sold. Your attention, your focus, your mental energy, that's the resource they're mining from you like gold. Machiavelli would look at a dude scrolling TikTok for 3 hours straight and see a slave who loves his chains, a prisoner who decorated his own cell and refuses to leave. Reclaim your attention. Guard it like a dragon guards its treasure. It's the raw material of your future wealth. If you cannot focus for 4 solid hours on a single important task, building your business, learning a high-income skill, creating something valuable, you will never, ever be rich. I don't care how smart you are, focus is the new IQ. In a world full of dopamine addicts who can't sit still for 5 minutes, the person who can sit in a chair and work on one thing until it's completely finished is basically a god among men. Getting rich is simple when you boil it down. Remove everything that's not building the asset, friends who drain you, habits that waste time, apps that steal your attention, thoughts that keep you stuck. If it's not paying rent in your life, if it's not contributing to your growth, evict it. Cut it out with a knife. Law 5, the immoral shift. This is where we leave the comfortable, safe advice behind and go somewhere most people aren't willing to go. You've been taught since childhood that money is the root of all evil, that rich people are greedy, selfish, morally corrupt, that there's something noble and pure about being poor, about struggling, about having less. That's propaganda. Machiavelli taught that a prince must learn how not to be good. Now, before you freak out, this doesn't mean being evil. It doesn't mean being a psychopath. It means being effective. It means doing what works, rather than what feels morally comfortable. The world is not a Disney movie, bro. It's not a fairy tale where good always triumphs and everyone lives happily ever after. It's a competition for limited resources. If you feel guilty about taking money, about charging what you're worth, about pursuing wealth, you will unconsciously repel it. You'll sabotage yourself at every turn. You gotta shift your entire relationship with transactions and exchanges. When you sell something valuable, you're not taking money from someone. You're exchanging value. But here's the darker truth that nobody wants to talk about. The market doesn't care about your intentions. It doesn't give a damn if you're a good person with a pure heart. It cares about your results, your outcomes. You must be willing to be aggressive when necessary. You must be willing to compete hard. If you open a business, you're trying to take market share from someone else. You're trying to put food on your table, which might literally mean taking it off someone else's table. That's the nature of the game. That's reality. If you're too nice, too timid to close the sale, someone else will. If you're too polite, too uncomfortable to negotiate hard for a higher salary, the company will keep the difference and laugh all the way to the bank. Your niceness is essentially you donating your money to people who don't give a damn about you. Think about that. Machiavelli argued that it's better to be feared than loved. In business, this translates to, it's better to be respected for your competence and your firm boundaries than to be liked for your compliance and people-pleasing. Stop trying to be the nice guy. The nice guy finishes last because he puts everyone else's needs before his own. He's afraid of conflict, afraid of standing up for himself. The wealthy put their mission first. They're not necessarily cruel or heartless, but they are completely indifferent to the opinions of people who don't matter. They handle conflict directly. They fire incompetent people without losing sleep. They enforce contracts. They say no without apologizing or explaining themselves. To get rich, you must develop way thicker skin. You must be willing to be misunderstood, criticized, judged. You must be willing to be called greedy, obsessed, selfish by people who are broken, bitter. Wear their judgment like a badge of honor. It means you're winning. It means you're doing something right. If you're still here, still reading, still watching, it means you survived the first cut. Most people didn't make it this far. They clicked away when I told them their poverty was a choice of tolerance. They bounced when I said that being nice is a weakness in the accumulation of power. Good. Perfect. We don't need them. We don't want them. Wealth is exclusive by definition. If everyone had it, if it was easy and available to all, it would be worthless. Now that we've cleared the room of the weak and the easily offended, let's go way deeper into the actual machinery of wealth creation. We've talked about the mindset, the psychology. Now we gotta discuss the mechanics of capture, the tactical moves. Because making money is completely useless if you don't know how to keep it, multiply it, and use it to buy your freedom and autonomy. Law 6, the fortress of retention. Machiavelli spent just as much time writing about keeping power as he did about getting it in the first place. He knew that people are quick to change their nature when their interests change. They'll turn on you in a heartbeat. The world wants to take your money back. Everyone's got their hand out. The government wants it through taxes. Corporations want it through consumerism and advertising. Inflation wants it through devaluation of currency. Friends and family want it through favors and loans they'll never pay back. If you make $1 million and then spend $1 million on stupid stuff, you're not rich, you're not wealthy, you're just a highly paid conduit, a pipe that money flowed through for a minute. Wealth is what stays in the reservoir, what you keep and grow. The entire system is designed to turn you into a consumer. Every advertisement you see, every algorithm feeding you content, every social pressure from your peers, it's all engineered to make you part with your capital. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Upgrade your lifestyle. This is propaganda designed to keep you broke. The wealthy don't upgrade their lifestyle until the assets they've built pay for the upgrade. Here's the golden rule that'll change your life. You never buy luxuries with your labor, never. You buy luxuries with the interest and returns from your assets. If you work your ass off at a job to earn money to buy a fancy car, you're a slave to that car. You have to keep working forever to maintain it, to pay for it, to justify it. But if you use your labor to buy an asset, a rental property, dividend-paying stocks, a profitable business, and that asset generates passive income that pays for the car, then you're free. The asset is the slave. The asset is working for you. Machiavelli would tell you to build a fortress around your wealth. Legally, this means understanding tax structures and how to minimize what you owe. It means using LLCs and corporations to protect your personal liability. Socially, it means practicing stealth wealth, staying under the radar. Real power is silent, bro. The loudest, flashiest person in the room is usually the one drowning in the most debt. He's flashing his feathers like a peacock to prove he can fly, but he's grounded. The eagle soars silently, effortlessly. When you start actually making real money, shut your mouth about it. Don't post it on Instagram. Don't buy the flashy watch to impress people you secretly hate. Don't lease the luxury car you can't afford. Instead, buy the freedom to wake up at noon on a random Tuesday if you want to. Buy the freedom to say no to things. That's the ultimate flex. That's real wealth. Protection is a critical part of the game. If you're not at least a little paranoid about losing what you've built, you will lose it. Machiavelli warned, a prince must always be prepared for war, especially in times of peace. When the money is flowing and everything's good, that's exactly when you must dig the moat deeper. Build the walls higher. Law 7, the weaponization of time. Let's circle back to leverage, but apply it to your actual lifespan, your time on this planet. You are dying. I don't say that to depress you or bring you down. I say it to wake you the hell up. Every second that ticks by is a second you're never getting back. Gone forever. The poor sell their time. They trade hours for dollars. The rich buy time. They pay other people to do low-value tasks so they can focus on high-value activities. This is the fundamental divide between rich and poor. When you clean your own house, mow your own lawn, do your own grocery shopping, you're saying that your time is worth the $15 or $20 an hour it would cost to hire someone to do those things. When you wait in line for an hour to save $5, you're literally valuing your life at pennies. Machiavelli knew that a ruler cannot do everything himself. He must delegate, must have people. You must become absolutely obsessed with your effective hourly rate. What's your time actually worth? If you want to be a millionaire, your time needs to be worth $500 an hour minimum. If you're currently doing tasks that could be done by someone making $20 an hour, you're losing $480 every single hour. You're literally setting money on fire by doing busy work. This is why getting rich is simple when you really break it down. You stop doing low-value activities. You outsource them. You automate them. You eliminate them completely. But I can't afford to hire help right now. Yes, you can. You can't afford not to. This is the leap of faith you gotta take. You hire the help even when it feels uncomfortable, so you free up your time to build the skills and the business that will pay you $500 an hour. You must be arrogant with your time, protective, guarded like a dragon guards gold. Don't let people pick your brain for free. Don't go to meetings that could have been an email. Don't attend social events or networking things out of obligation when your gut tells you it's a waste. Machiavelli said, it is necessary to be a great simulator and dissimulator. Learn to say no gracefully but firmly. Learn to be unavailable. The more scarce your time becomes, the more valuable it is. Supply and demand. When you detach your income from your time, Law 2. And then you protect your remaining time fiercely. Law 7. You achieve the Holy Grail. Autonomy. Real freedom. You wake up when you want. You decide what to work on. You do it. That's wealth. Everything else is just shiny handcuffs and golden chains. Law 8. The unfair advantage. Asymmetry. The world tells you to play fair, to follow the rules, to wait your turn. Machiavelli tells you to win, to dominate. In finance and investing, there's this concept called asymmetry. You want to make bets where the downside is limited, capped, but the upside is potentially infinite, unlimited. Working a regular job has capped upside by you're never gonna make 1,000 times your salary next month, no matter how hard you work. But the downside is total. You can get fired, laid off, replaced. That's terrible asymmetry. Starting a business, creating content, investing in a risky but promising asset. The downside is you lose some time or money. Worst case scenario, you learn something valuable. But the upside, you could literally change your entire life forever. You could 10x, 100x your investment. That's powerful asymmetry. You need to actively hunt for unfair advantages in your life. What do you know that other people don't? What connections do you have that others don't? What are you willing to do, to sacrifice, to endure that others aren't willing to do? Maybe your unfair advantage is your location. You live somewhere cheap but have access to high-paying remote work. Maybe it's your ability to speak a second language fluently. Maybe it's your obsessive knowledge about some niche topic that most people think is boring. Whatever it is, lean into it hard. Double down. Don't try to be well-rounded. Well-rounded people make decent employees. Spiky people, specialists, people who are obsessed with one thing, they make history. They become legendary. Find your spike, your unique advantage. Then sharpen it until it's absolutely lethal. If you're naturally good at writing, write until you're the absolute best in your niche. If you're naturally good at sales, sell until you own the entire company. Specialization is how you monopolize value in a market. Machiavelli advised focusing all your force on the enemy's weakest point. Find the weak point in the market, the thing everyone's ignoring, the problem everyone's solving badly, the gap nobody's filling, and attack it with your unfair advantage. With everything you've got, don't compete on even terms. Dominate. Own it completely. Law 9. The end of hope. This is the final law and probably the most brutal one. The one that separates winners from losers forever. Hope is a strategy for fools, weak people. I hope I get a raise this year. I hope the economy gets better. I hope I get lucky someday. Stop it. Machiavelli absolutely despised people who relied on fortuna, luck, chance, randomness. He admired virtue, ability, boldness, decisive action will. He famously wrote that fortune is like a woman, and if you wish to control her, you must be aggressive. Now strip away the 16th century misogyny from that statement and look at the deeper metaphysical truth underneath. You cannot sit around passively waiting for luck to come to you. You must drag it into existence. You must force it to happen. You must kill the part of yourself that's waiting to be saved. The part that thinks someone's gonna rescue you. No one is coming, bro. There's no government bailout for your life. There's no rich uncle who's gonna leave you an inheritance. There's no winning lottery ticket with your name on it. There's only you and the cold, hard, brutal reality of the market. This realization terrifies weak people. It sends them into despair and depression, but it liberates the strong. It sets them free. Because if it's all up to you, then you have control. You have power. You're not a victim of circumstances. Stop hoping. Start planning. A plan is not a dream. A plan is not a vision board. A plan is a specific sequence of actions with deadlines. Acquire a high-value skill. Apply that skill to solve a genuinely painful problem. Charge appropriately for it. Use the money to buy income-producing assets. Repeat until financially free. That's it. That's the whole game. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's simple. The only variable, the only thing that changes the outcome is your discipline, your consistency, your ability to keep going when you don't feel like it. Are you willing to do the boring, unglamorous work when you don't feel motivated? Are you willing to study and build your skills when everyone else is out partying? Are you willing to risk looking stupid, to fail publicly, to be criticized? If the answer is yes, if you can honestly say yes to those questions, then wealth is inevitable. It's not a possibility or a maybe. It's a mathematical certainty. It's just a matter of time. The clock is ticking. So why is getting rich actually simpler than you think? Because you've been overcomplicating it with emotion. You've injected fear, guilt, pride, ego, and unrealistic expectations into what is fundamentally a simple equation of value exchange. Remove the emotion. Look at the board like a chess game. The rules are right there in front of you. Identify pain in the market. Provide a solution to that pain. Leverage systems and other people. Protect the capital you accumulate. Buy your time back. That's it. That's the whole playbook. The difficult part isn't the how. The mechanics are simple. The difficult part is the who. Who must you become to actually execute this? What kind of person? You must become the outlier, the weirdo, the person who's comfortable being alone in the cold, the person who doesn't need the herd's approval or validation, the person who sees the world not as it should be, not as they wish it were, but as it actually is, raw and unfiltered. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to win a popularity contest or make friends. He wrote it to tell the uncomfortable truth about how power actually works. And the truth is this: you have the power to completely change your reality, to transform your life, but only if you drop the victim script. Only if you stop blaming external circumstances. You are the architect of your life. The blueprints are sitting right there in your hands. The question isn't whether you can do it. The question is, will you actually build? Will you take action? But I gotta warn you about something important. Once you start down this path, once you truly commit, you cannot go back to who you were. You can't unsee what you've seen. Once you see the strings, the mechanisms of how the world really works, you can no longer be a puppet. You can't go back to sleep. You will find it increasingly hard to relate to your old friends who complain about everything. You'll find it hard to engage in meaningless small talk and gossip. You'll find it hard to tolerate mediocrity and excuses. Wealth isolates you before it liberates you. It's lonely at first. Are you ready for that silence? For that solitude? Most people aren't. They would genuinely rather be poor and understood, surrounded by broke friends who validate their excuses, than be rich and alone. But you're still here, still reading, still watching, which means you suspect deep down in your gut that you were built different, built for the storm. If this content opened your eyes even a little bit, if it made you think differently, you gotta understand something. This is only what I can share publicly. There are videos, strategies, and psychological techniques I literally cannot upload for everyone to see. There are aspects of dark psychology, manipulation, and influence that I simply cannot discuss openly on YouTube without getting censored, demonetized, or having my channel deleted. The algorithm actively suppresses the most powerful, most effective information because it's too dangerous, too real. Those videos, those secrets, they exist behind the membership paywall. If you're still here, you're clearly not like the others. You're different. Subscribe if you haven't already. But if you want access to what's hidden, to the uncensored truth that most people will never see. Click that join button and step into the inner circle. You'll unlock exclusive, unfiltered videos that dive into the absolute deepest, darkest parts of human psychology and how to use it for power and wealth. Most people won't do it. They'll stay comfortable. They'll keep making excuses, and that's exactly the point. That's what keeps them where they are. The choice is yours.